Good afternoon. I'm Randy Deere, and this is the Code Enforcement and Nuisance Board meeting on October the 22nd, 2019, City Hall Commission Chambers. Let's call to order, please. Yes.
Simpson.
Present.
Dearbone. Eggleton. Thomas.
Okay. With the, we've had an opportunity to see the minutes. Are there any additions, corrections, deletions, or anything? Do I hear a motion to accept as written?
Make a motion to accept as presented.
And second.
Thomas. Simpson. Deere.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Thomas.
Okay. Hearing agenda and appeals.
Swearing.
Oh, we need to swear everybody in. That's right.
I
Thank
always
you,
forget that.
Delane.
I do it too.
I'm moving right on down the road here. Do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, thank you. All right. Our hearing agenda, case number 1, case 2019-354, citation 2019-13233, 1586 Old Louisville Road, 1586 River Street, respondent Tony Jones, Officer James Hetty. Mr. Hetty.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Thank you.
Okay, as much as we'd love to hear the sound of Mr. Hetty's voice, they aren't here.
I was going to ask if Mr. Jones or anyone representing this case is here. Obviously not. So with that, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good job.
If you want to listen to me, but no.
A man of few words.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. New business. Case 2018-8164, 2140 River Street. Owner Autumnstone LLC, Officer Hetty. Is there anyone here from Autumnstone LLC?
And it's, what time is it up there? 5:04? 5:04, okay.
This one is just a request for a per day fine citation, so
All
no,
right.
there's no one that will be here for the property.
Mr. Hetty, if you don't mind just kind of going through this case with us then, please.
Yes, sir. It's kind of lengthy. I brought this to the board probably back in February, and that was with the second citation. Over the summer, which September was the third citation, still no improvements. I guess the first set of these PowerPoints was the first PowerPoint that I presented back in February. We'll get to, I guess, the per day request, and it'll, yeah, keep going. I'm sorry. Okay, right there. The others there, if you want to revisit any of the other NOVs or the citations, so I attached this one to that. But on this, the third citation, September the 11th, I delivered the citation to Miss Denise, which is the office coordinator or office receptionist, and she said she would get it to Mr. Hanks, reference to that citation. The violation was unpermitted gravel. He could either take it up or pave it. If he paved it, then they have to landscape. They end up putting a dumpster on the unpermitted pavement. And so I talked to the managers, one of the managers there at iGo Motors, and there was another violation. The dumpster needed to be screened. So he did screen the dumpster, however, he did not move it from the unpermitted gravel. So the whole area, it's been out of compliance since, well, back in February when I was last here. So I'm asking for the per day since, this is the third citation. And this is the way it looks, October the 11th. It still hadn't changed.
It was my understanding, and again, I could be wrong, that the last time this was brought up, that this would be taken care of. I mean, when the respondent was here, it was addressed and it was supposed to have been taken care of. So apparently it wasn't.
It hasn't been, no, sir.
Okay.
Is this the most recent picture?
Yes, sir. The October the 11th
Okay,
is the most recent one.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anybody have a motion?
I make a motion, $100 per day, fine.
I second that motion.
And how long would you all want that to run for? The 60 days, right?
I'll make it for 60.
Is that, yeah. Okay. Thomas, Simpson, did you
Yes.
second that? Okay. Deere,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Okay. Case 2019-3056, 704 Cabell Drive, owner LLR Investments, Officer James Heddy. Is there anyone here with LLR Investments? Okay. All right, Mr. Heddy, same thing.
Yes, sir. This was another, it's the third citation, and it's a per-day request. On this complaint, started in January the 16th of 2019. And I spoke with, in February, after the notice of violation, but I spoke with the owner. And what you see on the PowerPoint here, this is the approved landscaping agreement or landscaping plan. And that wasn't followed on that property. So when I spoke with the individual and told him what was lacking, which was 3 white pines, 2 sugar maple, and 11 green mountain boxwood, he had advised that that's an added expense to him. So with that, I told him I'm going to revisit and inspect in April. So he had pretty much 2 months at that time to plant the requirements. In April, I did re-inspect, and nothing had changed. It's still out of compliance. Therefore, I started the citation process. First citation was April the 18th. Second citation was in July the 12th. And this third citation was September the 11th. And still there's no improvements or compliance reference to the required and approved landscaping plan.
What type of communications, direct communication have you had with this individual, or have you?
I did. The direct communication was on February the 14th, and I spoke to him via the phone. The other times I have, I'd sent a certified letter and it came back undelivered back in January. So from then on, I started hand delivering. And so the times that I'd hand deliver, there's a office receptionist there at 812 State Street where he works as an insurance facility, and her name's Phyllis. So Phyllis, in the timeline there, usually I'll put down what she says sometimes, but she'll say, like on February the 5th, he's not in today, so he would, the sealed letter, usually she would say something like she would get it to him or put it on his desk. Yeah, on April the 18th, Phyllis advised Blake was not in. She had put it on his desk and let him know. On July the 12th, Phyllis was not there, but Stephanie advised she had put it on Mr. Ritchie's desk.
Is Richie the realtor?
He's the owner. I don't know if he is a realtor. It might be insurance is what
Okay.
his business is.
Okay, all right.
He's the registered agent of the the LLR Investments LLC. So he's the registered agent for that company per
I'm
the
ready to make-
Secretary of State website.
I'm ready to make a motion unless there's some more discussion. I make a motion to implement a per-day fine in the amount of $100 to run for 60 days.
Simpson, Thomas, Deere,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes,
Thomas.
thank you, Ms.
Thank
Teague.
you.
Okay, at this point in time, are there any comments, announcements, anything from the board? I hear none. Counselor, do you have anything for the board tonight?
Thank you, though, Mr. Chairman.
All right.
Hey, do we meet next month?
Yes, November 26th, I believe.
Okay,
Let me make sure that that's right. Yeah, November 26th.
thank you, ma'am.
That, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Deere, Thomas, Deere,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes,
Thomas.
thank you. It's not cold now.